Hi, and welcome to the Preloved Chica show. Today, we're going to be talking about the movie, The True Cost. And I have with me my guest, Joe Salter, from Where Does It Come From? Hi, Joe, how are you?
Hi, Elaine. I'm really well. How are you?
Yeah, very good. And do you know, this movie, I've actually seen it before and it's excellent. So I would heartily recommend it to any of the viewers. Just tell me a little bit, Joe, about the movie. What's it all about?
Well, it's really all about clothes, basically. You can find out a lot more about the movie. Go to www.truecostmovie.com. There's plenty of information on there. But I would say it's looking at clothing from three sort of strands, really. One is the effect on the people who make our clothes, so some of the situations that they find themselves in to bring us clothes. There's another strand about the environment, the chemicals that are used, the waste that happens, or the water, all to bring us our clothes. And finally, and in a way to us quite important as well, is the whole area of how it affects us as consumers, how constant fast fashion and updating our clothes and throwing them away and that never quite being satisfied, how that affects our psyche. It affects us psychologically, really.
So I can see why you would want to bring this movie to Ipswich. And I know it's going to be on the 25th of April. Let's get that right. And you're hoping to fill the Ipswich Film Theatre. So tell me what else, apart from the movie, is going to go on that evening.
Well, it's going to be an absolutely amazing evening. As you say, 25th of April. We're opening the doors at 6:30, and there's going to be some different fair trade stalls and ethical businesses there so that you can have a look at their wares. And there's going to be a glass of wine, which has been kindly donated by the co-op. So get there between 6:30 and 7:30. At 7:30, we're going to show the movie. And then after that, we're going to have a panel discussion. And we're really lucky because we've got as our chief panelist, so to speak, Michael Gidney, who is the chief executive of the Fairtrade Foundation in the UK. So he's in charge of all things fair trade in the UK. Wow. We've also got two ethical business panelists. We've got myself for Where Does It Come From? And we've got Mark Lissaman, who was one of the founders of Arthur and Henry Shirts. And they do really beautiful fair trade organic shirts for men. And finally, but certainly not last but least, is Karen Cannard from The Rubbish Diet. And Karen is often on the radio and TV talking about how to slim our bins. And she's very keen on how we can think about waste when it comes to clothes.
I mean, people think about food waste, but they often don't think about clothes waste. But it's horrible, isn't it, how much gets thrown away, and it takes a long time to rot. And there's so many other alternatives. So, you know, I'm very passionate about this, and I think that will come up in the movie.
Absolutely. Last year, for example, in Suffolk, it's over 8,000 tons of fabric was thrown away. And if you think what can be done with that, I mean, Suffolk's pretty good at using it to burning it for fuel and those kind of things and not completely wasting it, but you know far better than me about upcycling and all of those kind of things we can do with our clothes to cut back on the waste.
So what people need to do is they need to get their ticket. They can get it at the Ipswich Film Theatre, or they can get it from the website that we'll be showing down below. And to arrive about 6:30, that's when the doors open.
Yeah, 6:30 doors open.
And then it finishes about what time?
10ish, really, depending on how many questions people ask.
Ah, yes. Oh, come on, Ipswich. Let's have a good show, because we've got some very prestigious panel members, and it would be lovely to network with like-minded people and just find out. If you're not sure about what happens to your clothes, come and find out more, that, you know, where they come from, all about the incredible fashion trade, which is pretty horrendous. That you'll have your eyes opened. Are there any last words you want to end with, Joe?
Well, really, for me, the key message about what I do and what the film is all about is trying to encourage people to choose more wisely and use knowledge when they're making their decisions. So you can, it's perfectly okay to buy lovely clothes, but choose wisely and think about where they came from and connect with them.
And I know that that's very much in your heart, because your whole business is about tracing the origins of your clothes, where they're made, who made them, where they're supplied. And I think that's great. So thank you very much for putting on this film. And I hope we get a great turnout on Monday. Thank you very much.
So thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Jo.
Elaine.